All right, this is it. It's our last episode of Coach2Scale, and what a ride it's been. When we started this show over 2 years ago, the goal wasn't to chase downloads or become another talking head sales podcast. I started it because we believed the conversation around coaching needed to change. We wanted to elevate the frontline leader, the most underdeveloped, undersupported, and yet most impactful role in all of go-to-market revenue. We wanted to help people move beyond the buzzwords and dashboards to understand what actually drives growth, performance, and belief inside of a team. And over 100 episodes later, I can honestly say this community showed up. You listened, you learned, you challenged. And together, we built something that mattered. And I'm very, very proud of that. And I'm very thankful for you. Welcome to Coach2Scale, how modern leaders build coaching cultures. I'm your host, Matt Benelli. Join me as we build a community of like-minded professionals who share the belief that effective coaching improves the performance of every team member. Our mission is to help leaders become better coaches. The Coach2Scale podcast is sponsored by Coachum, the world's first AI coaching execution platform that leverages evidence-based coaching to increase quota attainment. And with that, let's get started. What are some lessons from the field? Some of these hard-won truths? Well, when you have this many conversations with great coaches, CROs, enablement leaders, leaders of all different types across the go-to-market spectrum, you start to hear the same truths echo back. Let me share 4 that stuck with me. Number 1, the human side of performance. Coaching isn't a perk, it's a requirement. Vulnerability-based trust, it just isn't a buzzword. It's the foundation of growth. And I've learned that when things get hard, leaders don't rise, they reveal. And the best ones aren't afraid to say, look, I don't have all the answers, but I'm here with you. They balance empathy with accountability, and they never forget that behind every quota is a person who wants to do meaningful work. One of my favorite takeaways is that quarterly quotas are short-term, careers are long-term, and great coaches know the difference. Number 2, the manager multiplier effect. Here's a stat that still blows my mind. A properly equipped manager can deliver 7 to 8x ROI just through coaching. Yet most managers are thrown into the job with no training at all, 0, no playbook, and no time. They're asked to hit a number, run forecasts, and somehow coach in between meetings. But the truth is, the consistent one-on-one isn't optional. It should not be optional. It is the operating system for development. And when managers get that right, everything changes. Engagement goes up, turnover goes down, and suddenly coaching isn't something you make time for. It's just how you lead. Number 3, from super reps to super coaches, one of the biggest themes we tackled over the 100+ episodes is stop promoting your best rep and expecting them to magically become a great manager. That theme came up time and time again. Look, the job's wildly different. Reps close deals, managers develop people. And what new leaders need isn't another dashboard or pressure from above. They need structure. They need systems. They need someone to tell them process beats heroics all of the time. Because hero selling doesn't scale, coaching does. And number 4, the practice loop beats the performance loop. Top performers don't just perform, they practice. And I've heard this from countless guests. Feedback has to be data-driven, immediate, and behavioral, not opinion-based, not emotionally based. Sales isn't just about delivering a pitch. It's about diagnosing what went wrong, reflecting on why, adapting, and repeating. That's what separates the good from the great, and that's what great coaches operationalize every single day. So with that, let's put a spotlight on the Coachum difference. Somewhere along this journey, the podcast sparked something bigger. Coachum. Coachum was born from the pain points we kept hearing. Managers drowning in tasks, reps unsure of what they need to improve, one-on-ones that felt random or reactive or forced. And we realized the problem wasn't a lack of tools, it was a lack of connection between behavior change and performance improvement. So we built something to close that gap. I'll give you one quick story. At school status, once managers started using Coach2 consistently, performance soared. A manager with 79% usage saw 72% pipeline growth. Another at 23% saw just 25% growth. That's not luck. That's what coaching culture looks like in action, with numbers. Coach2 isn't just another platform, it's a behavior change engine. It helps frontline managers reclaim their time, simplify development, and focus on what matters most: people. In other words, it brings to light everything this podcast has stood for. So what's a call to action here? Rewind and implement. If you've been with us for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're newer, here's my challenge. Go back through the episodes, 100 plus. These conversations aren't time sensitive. The insights are timeless. And I'm very proud of what we put together here and the guests that have invested their time with me to come on this show. Listen to the ones on great one-on-ones, on coaching under pressure, on manager transformation, on avoiding the super rep trap, on being yourself. And if you're building a team, rebooting a process, or trying to scale without breaking your people, these episodes are a solid roadmap for doing that. And if they helped you, please share them with your team, your peers, your next generation of leaders at your company. So let's wrap it up. As I close out this chapter, I keep coming back to what this show has always been about. Coaching isn't a conversation. It's a commitment. Sales excellence, it's not about pressure. It's about preparation. The best teams aren't the best because of talent. They're the best because of how they develop it. To every guest who shared their wisdom and every listener who took these ideas back to their teams, thank you, thank you, thank you. The podcast may be ending, but the mission is not, because real coaching doesn't stop when the mic turns off. It keeps happening in one-on-ones, on the sales floor, in Zoom, in quiet moments of reflection. So keep coaching, keep scaling, and always lead from the front. This is Matt Benelli signing off from Coach2Scale. Thanks for being part of the journey. And remember, coach them if you want to keep them. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Coach2Scale, How Modern Leaders Build Coaching Cultures. For show notes and other episodes, visit us at coachem.io. That's COACHEM.io. And follow us on Twitter at CoachemNow. See you all next week. Thanks for joining. And remember, coach them if you want to keep them.